All right, I'm back with another Money Origami Originals ring. In God We Trust. Customizable and sizable ring. You can make the top signet like this, or like this, or you can have dual points, or you can have a big wide band. And there's lots of different ways to make it big or small. So I got this dollar, and it looks really good on the front, but on the signet for the ring, and it's got a little mark there. So this one doesn't look so great on the front, but right there it looks great. So I'm going to use this one. And what we're going to do is fold up the bottom to below the serial number, and you don't have to crease it real hard, just pinch it going across. It's not a permanent crease. And you can fold the top down into that crease, or cover up the serial number right there and do the same thing. Just make a kind of a line is what we're making. Now open it up. Now fold in half, but don't crease it either. And just pinch make a pinch mark on the top and the bottom edge. And then open up. Now, I wouldn't make it much wider than the words. So fold that down where the T is just showing. Get it lined up good and crease that firmly. Now open that up. Do the same on the other side where the eye is just showing. Get it nice and straight. Maybe a little closer. There we go. Okay, so you might want to watch the whole video to get all your options before you fold it. But if you want to make a bigger size ring, now these are medium, and you can make it smaller. So we're going to make a crease at the center pinch marks. But if you want to make it bigger, then go short of the pinch mark, not all the way to it. And if you want to make it smaller, then go all the way to the center pinch mark. You might want to leave just a tiny bit because it's 2 layers there. And they might get bunched up a little bit. So bring your other one in. Make sure it's nice and straight too. Now, these creases, we can crease up medium on the front side too. So now, fold it back right about on that other crease we made. So that was down here at the serial number, approximately at the bottom of it. And just pinching gently. And then you bring this up and just pinch it gently. Now, most of it's, just takes a little effort to make this. It's not super hard. Now, what we want to do is at the bottom of the dollar on the inside. And so you've got the top of the dollar on top in the back. And we're going to take this creased edge and tuck it behind here. And you got to do that on both sides. So first one's pretty easy. And then the second one, just pull that corner up and use something to pull that little part down right inside and let it slip under there. And stick your tool in there if you need to. Make it flat and get that where there's no extra folded edges under there. Now what we're going to do is roll. It's a little roll right now. And what we're going to do is you can either squish it a little bit or you can stick something through there and turn it a little. Or you can just roll it in your fingers. But now, and depending on how you want the ring to look exactly, is where we're going to flatten it. So I think it actually works out the best making it mostly like this one. So I'm going to do it like that and flatten it on that line on the top part. And you can still customize it after this. Just not quite as much like this one. If you want to make that one for sure, then I would do it a little bit above the line when you flatten it. So see, like this one, it's really up there higher. And then we bend the corners back. And this was the first one. And it looks a little chunky inside, but not that much. But these stay together great. I mean, I pulled really hard there. And then this one is together even tighter. So, but you could make this one by not going all the way to the center crease when we made those two folds I was talking about. And then it'll be even wider here. And so then you can tuck it in much further even. So then what we've got to do is get it all flat. But I think it probably works this way the best, like I said. So, excuse me. So we've got it flattened down. And now it's okay to crease up these sides a little bit more. If you pull, make sure and hold right here. But if you just pinch them, that's plenty good. And now we're going to tuck one side into the other. So this one looks slightly smaller. And the more of these pieces you can get to tuck inside the other pieces, the better. So like this one's going on the inside. But if I put it in where this flap is over this flap, but this part goes in that hole, that's tucked in even better. So that's the tricky part, is getting this tucked in really well. And you might have to adjust this inner fold a little bit, make it a little bit wider, just temporarily. Make this inner fold a little skinnier by just rolling it that way a little bit. See, like that. A little less sticking this way. And then, so, this is kind of tricky too. Right there. It's going. And it just takes a little fiddling to get that to tuck in. And there we go. So now, if you're going to make it really small, push these all the way in first. If you're not making it so small, you can let them stick out a little bit like this. See this extra part going up? It's not all the way to the edge. So for super small though, push this one this way and push that one that way. Get it all the way in. And so now you've got it like this. And now we gotta open it up. If you go in from the top, there's that overlapping flap there. So now if you want to make it smaller, I mean, that's already, that is that one now. And you can fold the band in, and that's what makes it stay together. But after you do that, you can't really adjust the size much. So if you're going to do this one, then you have In God We Trust it more in the middle before you do these folds. And you're going to fold it in to where it makes a point like that on each corner of these corners. And then you'll be folding dual layers inside if you want it super small. Or you can just fold one layer in all the way. See, this one's got the dual layers, but I didn't leave them separated enough in the middle. That was the first one. And then we're making it like this mostly, so now you just very carefully, it depends on the size you want. So you can even pull it out a little bit right here if you're really careful, but it's easy to pull out too much. So it's better to open it all up and then don't make those creases quite touch. Just bring them over so there's a gap in the middle like that. And you can even go wider. And then you just fold this in over that raw edge. See the raw edge inside? So we're just going to make it a little bit bigger. And tuck that raw edge in nice and even and tight. And then just start tucking this around the back from the bottom toward the top. And this is why it's so sizable, because you can stop right there if you like it, like that. And that's pretty good right there, see? Or you can fold this all the way in straight across, and you can fold it in to where there's about the same amount of green on the top and the bottom. And you just go around the ring and work it in. Till you get the shape you like. And the reason I say I like this one the best is it comes out the nicest on the inside too. So just get your size before you do it. A little bit loose so you can fold that in. And there's our ring. In God we trust. Alright, well I hope you like that one. I like it a lot because no one has it. And it's pretty cool. Enjoy. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one.